Go for it.
I'm waiting for you to stop yelling. What's up, you cock knuckles? We're back. We got a big Premier League review for you this week.
Cock knuckles. These are all the games from last week.
We skipped over them.
The ones we missed. We obviously just talked about our teams last week. Some of the bigger results, though. Arsenal got a result against Wolves last week.
1-0, good win for them.
Yep, Liverpool 2-0 over Leicester.
As you can see.
Leicester's not doing too hot this season. I don't know what's going on with them.
Yep, currently in 13th. I don't think they're going to be able to bring it around, but...
I felt their expectation at the beginning of the season was at least top 7. Right?
Minimum. Yeah,
at least,
so.
You know what I mean? But Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, they've had a few injuries.
Loves a bottle.
They've had a few injuries, but yeah, it's not looking good for them. This week, though...
This week's games, as you can see, Leicester lost again.
As did Tottenham.
I'm sorry, they drew. They dropped points again. My fault.
Yes. Tottenham lost last week to Southampton 3-2. As they are losing again.
Man.
Disappointing result against Wolves.
Yeah. They do have a couple of games in hand, so if they were to win those, they can jump up to 4th, but that's if they win them. And
it seems like
we'll see.
It seems like the battle for top 4 for the 4th spot. It seems like none of the teams want the 4th place spot. When you look at how they're all competing, I mean, you could say Arsenal are just... I mean, Arsenal, you could say they've
got an outside
decent,
shot. They've got a shot.
But, I mean, Spurs, they need to get it together. United need to get it together. West Ham, they're up and down. They got a result against Watford last week, but this week...
They drew Leicester. So
drawing Leicester.
But both of them dropped points, so it's like... It's good for the other teams, but like you said, these teams that are battling for that 4th spot, just nobody gives a fuck, I guess.
Somebody needs to... Somebody needs to show some rhythm. One of those teams needs to show some rhythm, and I think that's the team who's going to get that 4th spot.
Whoever goes on a run.
Somewhat of a small run. It doesn't even have to be like... Even if it's like 4 or 5 games of just not losing.
Well, you know I would say 4 or 5 games in a row of, 3 or 4 wins and maybe a draw.
Right, 3-4 wins in a row. That could really change the whole season for one of those teams. I feel like all those teams are capable of doing that, but it's just like it's
Who's
crazy
gonna do it?
It's crazy to see this year just the top 3 kind of going away, but that 4th spot is totally up for grabs for any of those teams, and it's definitely going to be a fight though.
One of those teams will take 4th spot. Hopefully it's United, obviously, as being a United fan, but this week's result, it's not going to get it done. 1-1 draw.
Nope.
Man,
What do you do? How many games in a row is that without a win?
It's 3 games in a row where we've taken the lead 1-0 and we have not won. First one was against Middlesbrough. We dropped points.
Interesting fact there, Trevin.
And we lost. We got kicked out of the cup and we've dropped 4 points in the last 2 Premier League games. So, really, just once again, this performance against Southampton, not good enough in the second half. First half, we did well, and I really think it comes down to the players remembering what Ralph tells them and doing that, and then when they come out for the second half, it's like completely off the rails. They don't give a fuck about what he says.
Yeah.
So as soon as anything goes bad, they go back to their old ways in not playing like a team. There are a bunch of individuals out there. So
got to give some love to Southampton though. They had a result last week against Spurs.
They're playing well. They're in good
1-1 draw, and it was in Old Trafford as well. Or no, it was
in St. Mary's. Yeah, Hassan Hoodle's got him playing well.
I mean, that's impressive for sure. But United, that was you expect to win.
Of course, but when you have the Chuckle Brothers on that left side of the defense and Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah, we were talking about that watching the game. Those two, with Harry Maguire being the captain, I don't understand how he is. I don't see it. And a lot of people would say like, yeah, he kind of did deserve it when he first got there. Like, who else was really going to be captain? Maybe Dave.
That'd have been maybe the only other.
But at the same time, it gets to a point where when your performances aren't good enough to even be in the team, let alone be the captain.
Not even in the 11, man. I mean, Lindelof got his spot taken back because of personal issues that were out of his control. So it's like, I'm hoping to see in this next game on Tuesday, Lindelof and Varane, because you have traditionally with two center backs, you have a stopper and a cover. So Varane, being our stopper, he went up to stop the ball, and he missed. It was a mistake, obviously, but he's allowed to do that when you think you have Harry Maguire 20 yards back from you covering you. That's not the case. Harry Maguire also stepped up.
Harry Maguire
is on a fucking terrible decision to step up, and it just left space, and they got through. I mean, I really don't know what we do from here. I mean, other than try harder. I mean, the players they aren't giving their effort. Even Rashford, you see him walking and jogging back after he gave the ball up for the goal. And it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Like, I get it. You're not in the best form, but a minimum sprint should be all that you're doing. Like, there's no reason that you need to be jogging or walking back on defense after you gave the ball away.
Yeah.
So, really poor performance once again, but like I said, hopefully on Tuesday we can pick up all 3 points.
City, 4-0 over Norwich. Another win. We beat Norwich last time. We faced them 5-0. This time 4-0. Bottom of the league team.
They just keep extending that gap.
Expected 3 points. Sterling, though, was a bit of a surprise for him. I mean,
hats off.
It is you could say it is Norwich. They're bottom of the league. But
they're still a Premier League team.
They're still a Premier League team, right, for sure. And a perfect hat trick. One left, one right, and a header. But the right-footed goal, I don't know if you've seen it.
It was a parlor.
It was a peach. No, I don't know what goalie was getting to that. That was just a really good shot. Really good placement. Sterling, he's been playing good recently.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's in form.
He's worked his way back into the side, and a lot of people would have I would say he was struggling a little bit earlier on in the season, but as it continues on, you can see him finding his form, getting in more of a groove. Foden scoring again, 4-0. You expect it. We obviously dominated pretty much the whole game. They had a few chances, but nothing really to worry about. That's the end. Here's your meme. Next video, we got the Champions League coming up. Some big games. Real Madrid, PSG, City Sporting, United play Brighton tomorrow. Other big matches, we'll let you know what happens though. We gotta go like this.
We already did.